What's up, everybody? Rothstein here. Betting Public Sports Show. Today is Wednesday, October 5th, 2022. I'm not going to hold you up very long. I just want to tell you, don't forget to like and subscribe to this show. And I'm not going to even promote the other stuff because, like I said, this is just kind of an impromptu type of thing. But definitely catch the podcast, my sports betting podcast, Thursdays through Monday on Anchor.fm, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher Podcasts, about 10 different places. It's called the Betting Public. It's called the famed Rothstein Sports Investing Show. All right. Now, like I said, I'm not going to keep you here very long. I just want to ask you, or talk to you about this Tom Brady situation. Oh, I don't have any action here, so if you feel like you have a gambling problem, you can listen to this one. Okay? This Tom Brady situation. I just read from a pretty reliable source that Tom Brady and his wife, Giselle, they're getting a divorce, apparently. They're shopping divorce lawyers in Florida and whatnot, and apparently it's going down. And as you know, Tom Brady, I don't know what year this is for the NFL for him. He's been there for forever. 16, 17, 18 years. I think he was drafted in 98, 99, somewhere around there. So more than that, closer to 20 years. It is over 20 years, but nonetheless, he's been playing forever. Okay. He's got the most Super Bowl wins of any quarterback ever. He's got like 6. He's even got one with another coach, or he's got 7 or something like the Super Bowls he has is the most. And he's got them with 2 different coaches, to kind of solidify his greatness. But even after he had won like probably 3 or 4 Super Bowls, his wife, Giselle was such a model that she had more career earnings, like $300 million to his $100 million at some point. I think that's pretty much has been taken care of by him, but he caught that. But as you know, came into the year this year and was looking like he wasn't going to play. Then he came back and started training camp and then left immediately for like a week or 2. Some people were saying that he was doing the Masked Singer show. But apparently maybe it was, I don't know, maybe he was, but it could have been that he was trying to fix up his marriage problem with his wife, Giselle. And, I just want to ask this question. Fuck it, let's just get right into it. I'm just going to ask this question straight up. Are you all ready to accept the fact that maybe Giselle Bündchen's an asshole? Maybe did something, I don't know. But, because you got to ask yourself this question. Why doesn't Brady want to go home? Why doesn't he want to go home? He's got a beautiful wife, got 2 kids with her, a son and a daughter. Now he got that baby mama with that actress Bridget Moynihan. I know she played on Blue Bloods, but even before that, she was on another series, and that's how he met her, I think, or a movie or something. Got the son with her, and from what I understand, that kid's on his way to being a pretty decent high school quarterback. But and let's be honest, you have a son. You got, maybe that's the one who's more like him. Because we can be honest. Deion Sanders, take Deion Sanders. I've seen his 3 sons grow up. He shows them all love. He calls each of them my favorite son. Like, hey, it's my favorite son, no matter who's on the show with him or in the video with him. Whichever one, Shador, the quarterback, Shiloh, who was a little older than Shador. He was a cornerback for a while. He was a cornerback at South Carolina and at Jackson State. I don't know if he's graduating at eligibility or what. Then he had Deion Jr. from a previous relationship. Shiloh and Shador are from the same mom. I mean, they can say that, but Deion clearly, from a fan's standpoint, that's not to diss him or nothing, he clearly favors Shador. You ask me, more protective, but probably because he realized he's the best athlete of them. He's like 6'2". The other two are maybe 5'10", 5'11". I think Deion Jr. is even smaller than that. But he's like 6'2", probably going to be an NFL quarterback at some point. But, he was the one that looks like him the most, too. He's probably, like I said, the most athletic. I saw, even though he's a quarterback, I saw him doing DB drills. It's a young high schooler, probably 9th or 10th grade. And, looked like he could have been a cold corner if Dad didn't have all that professional help, helping him as a quarterback. Jeff Blake, he's got personal quarterback coaches and whatnot. But, so yeah, you're going to favor your son that's most like you, especially if you're an elite athlete. So, again, why doesn't Brady want to go home to that beautiful wife, daughter, and another son? Seriously, what's going on there? Now, I don't know, but I specifically remember calling talk shows when all this concussion stuff in the NFL was coming out. People were saying that, certain players, I'm not going to say their names just because, I don't want to be insensitive about anything, but certain players had committed suicide because of brain injuries and whatnot, CTE. And I was like, could be, but I think a big part of it is that these elite athletes can't adapt to civilian life. They can't do it. They're done playing usually at 35 years old, maybe even younger. A couple exceptions to the rule, your Brady's and whatnot, Warren Moon. But yeah, even Jordan. But even Jordan came back. Elite athletes can't stay away. They don't want to go back home. That's all, they married their sports. And, you wives, you got to make them want to come home. You got to make them want to. Don't start nagging at him just because he's home and whatnot. The last thing he wants is somebody to try and boss him around. He's been, bossed around since he was 19 years old. Well, really before that playing football, but definitely college football getting, bullied by coaches. And again, Brady, for some reason, is just does not want to go back home. What does he have to prove in football? He's old. He could easily quit and, because he's clearly not at the top of his game. Even though he just threw 3 touchdowns the other day, Sunday, or whatever that was, that last game against the Chiefs, he threw 3 touchdowns. But again, he didn't need to come out this year. Doesn't want to be around her. He has nothing to prove. He has nothing to prove. He can go out in the first round, he'll still be considered the GOAT. Go on Twitter, his hashtag, Tom Brady hashtag, as a GOAT emoji or whatever. Automatically there for you. So I'm just curious because this is interesting to me. And now we're hearing more stuff about Udoka. I guess I am going to talk about that next week. Udoka, the Boston Celtics coach, because apparently him and his wife or his fiance have an open relationship. He's allowed to go around. Again, he's not done anything wrong. He's just done something catastrophic in banging an owner's wife. But we'll get into that next week. I'm going to hop off here. Like I said, I didn't want to hold you for too long. I'm just very curious. Why doesn't Tom Brady want to go home? That's all I want to know. Maybe Giselle is an asshole. She knows how this works. Now she wants to divorce the man at the end of the season, or in the middle of the season. and you know, mess up their chemistry. You know, after he done already started the season. Like, what's going on here? Like, she knows how his schedule works. Why would she act like that? That shit can wait. You know, y'all gonna be splitting $500 million. You know, so I don't know, man, but I'm gonna get off of here. Podcast will be back tomorrow. I'll be back on video Sunday with action, all right? Or Saturday and Sunday with action, all right? But until then, y'all be well. Peace.